Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you how I made my beautiful blouse, which was inspired by these two photos on the side of my screen. So if you want to learn how I made this, please keep on watching, and if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to this channel so you'll always be notified when I upload a new video. So today's video is going to be about the drafting part, how to draft it, how to cut it on your paper or on your pattern you get. So my next tutorial I'll be sharing with you guys on how to join all two pieces together, how to sew it from start to finish. So guys, if you're interested, let's get into it, and please keep on watching, subscribe if you're done watching, and let's get into today's video. So guys, the first thing you're going to do is to draw a straight line across your paper and do the same thing for the downside, just like you see me doing. So you know this blouse has zipper at the front, so what I'll do is to mark 1 inch, and I will use my ruler to make a straight line. Then after making my straight line, I'll label it as a zipper allowance. You get. Then after that, you're going to place your tape from your shoulder line. You're going to mark your bust line, that is your bust point, then your under bust and your waistline. So my waistline is 15 inch. You get. But for the sake of this tutorial, I will be marking 17 inch. I already marked 17 inch plus 1 inch stitching allowance. That's going to give me 18. Do you get? I marked it. Then after I've done doing that, I connected it using a straight line. Do you get? Then I label it as the bust line, the under bust, and my waistline. So after I was done doing that, at the shoulder line, divide the shoulder by 2. I marked it, then mark 7.5 inches. This is going to serve as my chest line and my armhole line as well. Do you get? So I'll just draw a straight line like this. Then after that, I'll label it as the chest line. Then I also make my straight line from that shoulder line down to the chest line I already marked. Then after that, you are going to come down here by half of an inch, and also come up here by 1 inch, and place your tape, divide what you have there, and make your midpoint. After making your midpoint, you're going to come inside by half of an inch. You get. Then divide your bust circumference into 4, make your point there, and use your curve rule to connect it. Do you get? So I slanted the shoulder using the half inch I came down by. Then after that, I will connect it, those 3 points here, using my curve rule. You get? So you go ahead and do yours like that. You get? This is what I always do on the channel. It's I'm making a shoulder blouse. So guys, after making my curve, you can see where I have here. You can see. So the next thing to do now is to place my tape at the shoulder line. I'll mark 3 inches for my neck wideness. Then after making my point, I'm going to place my ruler to make a V-shaped neckline. So for this V-shaped neckline, you're going to start from your shoulder line and connect it to your underbust line. You know that's where the deepness of this blouse ended, just like you're seeing in the picture. Do you get? Then after marking it, the next thing to do is to place your tape like this. You're going to right now divide your bust circumference into 4, then add your seam allowance, which I added 1.5 inch. Then come to your waistline. You're going to divide it into 4, then add your 1.5 inch for your seam allowance. After making my points, I'm going to connect those points like this using my ruler. Can you see? Then after I was done doing that, next thing to do is to extend the underbust line to meet the zipper allowance area, just like this. Then after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, just like you see me doing. So guys, after cutting, you're going to also cut out the bust line. So you can see I label it as the under bust line, so you know where to cut it out. So cut out from exactly the under bust line. You get? Then after cutting it out, you can see where I have here. Can you see? So the next thing I'll go ahead and do now is to add another piece of paper to cut out the basque. You get? So I'll just go ahead and bring another piece of paper that is folded into 2, just like this. Then I'm going to place it underneath, just like this. Then use my sellotape to tape it, just to give me a one piece. Then after that, you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and place my tape like this. Now I want to cut that the basque effect, that is the curve. at the hem part of the blouse. So I came down by 5 inch. I also marked it here as well. You can set to come down by 4 inch. For me, I said to mark 5 inch, you get. So I'm going to connect it from this point here, you get. So now I'm going to use my curve rule to make my curve. So you can see how the curve in the picture looks like. So that's the exact curve I'm trying to make here, but you can also decide to make yours a V shape for your basque, anyhow you choose to. You get. I've had a lot of V shape on some of my dresses, so I just decided to, do this kind of curve here, just like you see me doing. So after that, you can see that I extended the zipper allowance. Then after that, I divided my bust span into two, my nipple to nipple 3.5, and I made my point. I also connect it using my thread ruler like this. Then after doing that, I'm also going to come outside here by 1/2 inch at the both sides, just like this. So after marking it, I'm going to make a straight line like this at this side. Then after that, I'll just go ahead and cut it off, just like you see me doing. So guys, go ahead and cut yours off after we are done. So guys, after cutting, you can see where I have here. So I'm going to close up the dart like this. I'll just close it up like this, then use my sellotape to hold it, just like you see me doing. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. After taping, I noticed that I had a little shortage at the hem part. So what I did was that I brought another piece of paper, I placed it underneath, hold it down using my sellotape. Then after that, I cut it off like this. Then now you can see what I have here. So what I'm going to do now is to place my curve rule. Then I'll use my marker to add it up. Get. So you can see what I have here after I was done adding it up like this. Now it's not complete. So go ahead and do this exact thing, because yours is going to turn out this way. You get. It's going to come out this way. So you can go ahead and do yours like this. Then after that, you can see the upper part and the down part. So I'm going to use my marker to label it. So I'll label the down part as the body, then give an arrow, then label the upper part as the yoke, also give the arrow as well. You can see. So after I was done doing this, I'm going to go ahead and slash the upper part of the front. That is the yoke. You can see what I have here. I marked 3.5 inch here for the dart. Then I came up here, placed my tape. I divided what I had here at the shoulder. Then go ahead and make my midpoint. Then after that, you can see that I connected it using my ruler. You can see. So I slashed it like this. Can you see? So I'm going to place another piece of paper. Right now, you can see what I have here. I'll just place another piece of paper and I'll go ahead and spread it. But before then, I will make a straight line at the top here to give me a straight line. Can you see? So I'm going to, from there, place my pattern like this. Then I'll just go ahead and measure it to know what I have here. Just remember that the more inch you give for the slash, the more ruffle is going to become, or print is going to become. So you can see that I placed my tape, and what I had here was 2.5. Yours could be 2 inches, yours could be 3 inches, but 2.5 is okay. So I went ahead to cut it off. So I would advise that when cutting yours off, you're going to make sure you hold it with your pin like this, so it's not going to shift. You get. So after that, you can see what I have here. So guys, after cutting now, this is what it looks like. So I'll just label here as the yoke. This is the main yoke. So I'm going to use this to cut out on the main fabric. This is the one I'll be using now. So guys, for the back, I make sure that my paper is on fold. As you can see, then I made a straight line at the top. So it's going to serve as my starting point. Now you can see that I came down here by 12.5 inches as my underbust line. Then I marked the same 18 inch for my waistline. So this bag is not having a zipper allowance because it already has zipper allowance at the front, so no need creating a zipper allowance at the back. You get. So I'll just go ahead and do everything I did at the front pattern for the armhole side. Then after doing that, we continue. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. So guys, after making my armhole curve and everything, I went ahead to place my tape on the shoulder line, marked 3 inches for the shoulder, sorry, for the neck wideness. Then I marked 1.5 inches for the neck depth. Then I connected the 2 points to give me a small round neckline. Do you get? Then after that, I'll place my tape here and I'll divide my nipple to nipple into 2. Then I marked it, then do the same thing for here. Then after that, I placed my tape to connect those points, so it's going to give me a straight line just like this. Then after that, I'm going to subtract ½ inch here. I didn't do this with my tape. I used my ruler to make a slant using half inch at both sides, just like this. So guys, after I was done doing this, now I'm going to place my tape, then divide my bust circumference and my waist circumference, all of them into 4. I marked it, then add 1.5 inch for the seam allowance, then replace the dart which is 1 inch at both sides. You get? So after that, you can see that I'm going ahead to cut it off. Okay, then after cutting it off, I'm going to label it as the back. Can you see? Now guys, after cutting, this is what I have. So I'll just go ahead and cut out the sleeve. So for the sleeve part, I already went ahead to draft it out and also cut it out of camera. So if you don't know, this is a basic sleeve actually. If you don't know how to make a basic sleeve, I'm going to be linking it on the shop, so you go ahead and check the video out. So guys, you can see that I marked 1.3 inch like this, then I connected it to give me a straight line. You can see, so this sleeve is going to have band at the hem part of the sleeve. So after doing a straight line across, I'm going to place my tape and I'll mark 2 inch. As you can see, I marked 2 inch for the band wideness. So after that, I drew a straight line, then I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Okay, then after cutting, I'll turn the back of the paper, then I'll label it as the band. Do you get? Then after I was done labeling, I'll go ahead and cut through the lines I already drew. Then after I was done cutting, you can see what I have here. So I won't be cutting everything out. I'll just leave a space of like 1/4 inch, as you can see. So I'll just go ahead and label the front as well. So you see, this is the band here and this is the sleeve already gone ahead to slash. Can you see? Okay, so after I was done doing this, you can see all the patterns I have here. So this is the yoke, the down part and the back, and my sleeve with the band as well. Guys, after this, I'll go ahead and transfer it to the actual fabric. So guys, you can see they already placed it on the actual fabric, the wrong side facing each other. Now you should go ahead and fold your fabric into 2, the wrong side facing each other, and place it like you see me did. Then after placing, you hold it down with your pin and give ½ inch on the down part, give ½ inch on the side. Do the same thing for the center side. You can see that I'm marking ½ inch there. Then at the top, you're going to give ½ inch at the top of your shoulder. You get? So the only place I didn't give stitching allowance is at the armhole side, as you can see. So after cutting it off, this is what yours should look like. Then after that, I'm also going to place the back pattern and I'll do the same thing for the back as well. You get? So after placing, you just go ahead and hold it down with your pin. Then after pinning, you're going to cut it out. When cutting, you are going to leave ½ inch space, and on the armhole line, you're not leaving ½ inch space there, as you can see. So after cutting the back for the sleeve, I'm going to place the paper for the sleeve like this, as you can see. Then after placing, you can see how I placed mine. So right now it's a slash and spread method, in case you don't know. So go ahead, and we already slashed it. You get? So go ahead and spread it like this. Then after spreading, for me, I would like to give it 4 inch space. You get? So after giving it 4 inches space here, go ahead and sketch it out first, then give ½ inch at the side, just like you see me doing, and also give ½ inch on the hem part like this. You get? For your stitching allowance. Then after that, you're going to go ahead and cut it off, just like you see me doing. Then after cutting this first sleeve, I'm going to cut out the second one. So for the band, you can see how I placed it. So go ahead and place your band like this. Then at the side, you're going to give 1 inch for your stitching allowance. So you can see that the band wideness is 2 inch. Do you get? Now I'm coming down again by extra 2.5 inch, so I'm going to use half inch to join it later. Then after cutting it, I'll also go ahead and cut out the second piece. Do you get? So just place it on another piece of fabric, then go ahead and cut it out on a fold. Can you see how it's looking? So when you open it up, it's going to give you something like this. You get? So if you are joining it, you're going to fold it into two and join it. So remember that you're going to be joining it like this. Then after gathering the sleeve, this is how it's going to look, and this will be the band. Do you get? So I will just go ahead and show you guys all the piece I already cut out on the actual fabric. You can see the pattern, and you can also see that I've cut everything on the actual fabric. So guys, this will be the end of our today's tutorial. On my next tutorial, I will be sharing with you guys on how to join all the piece around. So if you don't want to miss out, please subscribe so you get notified once I upload a new video. I will upload this video 2 days time, so stick around, and thank you so much for watching. Savannah.